Hi, Brian from Steele Greenhouse Components, and today we are going to show or explain to you how to fix an end wall repair on a greenhouse. This came about after a rather excessive windstorm. The roof poly is actually ripped right at the lock. First, we're going to start with a simple flat screwdriver to get the wiggle wire started, and we're going to pry out the damaged piece. Okay, I've taken out the spring that was holding the last of the roof poly, and I'm just now going to cut that off. For our next step, we're going to make a relief cut that will allow us to attach this poly much easier. We're going to add another run of spring lock along this purlin, and we're going to put another piece of poly lock on this arch. We're going to start off by measuring them. We're going to need a piece 47 inches long, one piece, and our second piece will be 50 inches. Okay, we're going to make the cuts on our spring lock base with our old 20-year-old Makita circular saw, 5/8 inch arbor, 7 1/4 diameter, and what we're cutting it with is a blade called a zip cut, which is excellent for working with. Okay, we're back and we're going to attach the 47-inch piece of poly lock base to the 1-inch diameter purlin. We're using conventional vice grips, and we have these pre-adjusted, so that should hold it in place while we get ready to put in our first self-driller. Alright, I'm going to put a self-driller in right next to the vice grips, and yeah, we're on high speed on the drill, which seems to work a little better. Here we go. Alright, that one's in place, and I can now take the vice grips off, and I'll carry on with putting another screw here and at the end. We've clamped our piece that's going onto the arch in position, and we're now going to put a self-driller in again, right close to where we have the vice grips. These vice grips are a wide jawed one because this arch is 3/8 of an inch wider than the side purlin, so we had to switch up the kind of vice grips we're using. Okay, so we have now attached extra poly lock to our purlin and extra poly lock to the first arch in from the end. Okay, we have cut our sample or our repair piece here, and I'm just sizing it up to see that we got a fit on it. And yes, we do, so I'm going to go ahead now and start putting in the spring lock. Okay, we have our poly in position, and I am going to start my first piece of wiggle wire on the repair piece, and we'll just go along now, putting a little bit of tension on the film with my other hand. We'll go along and start wiggling the wire into the channel. Okay, next step is we're fastening the corner of this poly onto the base purlin. And for this, we are using a tube grip, and I'll just make sure I have my alignment correct, and we'll snap that into place. All right, we're going to trim back the excess spring on the lock at the top of the purlin, and I've just got a pair of uncooperative wire cutters here. There we go. That's trimmed off. And next we're going to take another piece of lock. We're going to overlap the existing sidewall film, and we're going to lock that and the repair poly in together. Now we're going to lock down the original roof piece into this new channel that we installed on the purlins, and we're going to go right over top of the existing wiggle wire. And the trick on this is to start at a point where the two can overlap, so it's like matching one sine wave over another. And I'm just going to carry on wiggling this in. Last step we're going to do is we're going to very carefully cut away the excess of the old roof poly. And I'm just being very careful to make sure that we do not make contact with our splice piece. Okay, we're all done. This is how our repair turned out, and thank you for watching on how to fix an end wall tear, and visit our website for all kinds of great greenhouse components.